Hey everybody, it's Arman Reviews, and today I got another Goosebumps book review for you, and this is another classic Goosebumps book for the original classic 62 book series, era, whatever you want to call it, called The Headless Ghost. Now, this is a reprint copy. As you can see, I've talked about it I think a little bit in one or two of my other previous Goosebumps book review videos. But as you can tell, you can tell it's a reprint because, it's got the different border that is colored. You can see it looks pretty nice with the blue and like the drips, whatever you want to call those. And it looks a little bit more different on the back. Yeah, and the reprints don't have the numbers on the spines, too, just in case you wanted to know. Now, The Headless Ghost. This is kind of a hot take book for me. And my last book review, The Haunted Mask, I hated that book. But I do not hate The Headless Ghost as much. I mean, the cover is much better, in my opinion, done by Tim Jacobus. You got this boy right here, the actual ghost boy in the story. His name is Andrew Craw. I can't remember his last name. It looks pretty nice. I mean, that's so creepy. He's holding his own head while walking down the stairs in the Hill House mansion. Looks pretty nice. You got the tagline there, too. Major headache. Yes. Looks pretty good. Now, I actually buy most of my Goosebumps books off of Amazon, but this one I actually was able to find on eBay. And I sometimes buy Goosebumps books on eBay. Sometimes. Sometimes they're first printing Goosebumps books that I just buy off of eBay. But I specifically wanted to buy this book in a hardcover copy, like a more older hardcover copy. But this one was obviously used in a library because it's got this little sticker right here. I wanted the reprint copy cover edition, whatever, of this book that had the has the like blue border around it. And I was so lucky to find one right here, right in front of the camera that I'm showing to you right now. Yeah, and the rest of the inside, I mean, the wall looks pretty good there. You got a torch, or not a torch, candle. It's pretty good. But this one, it's just a bit of a hot take for me, and I was so disappointed because I was into this book, like the first little bit of the book. I was really into it. But then it started to kind of drag towards after the middle of the book is when it kind of started to drag. But the beginning, first half of the book, was like just the crazy, suspenseful, intense search for the ghost boy's missing head. That's what this book is about. That's the plot of the book, which I'm going to get more into it. So basically, starting off the plot, you have two best friends, Dwayne and Stephanie. Dwayne's a boy, just in case you wanted to know. And both of them are huge pranksters. They love to just constantly scare younger kids in their neighborhood all the time on Halloween night, and that's just what they like to do. Mostly, every Halloween night. So I kind of found it actually a little bit obnoxious. I mean, I didn't like that they just kept constantly picking on younger kids while teasing them, scaring them with like Halloween like toys, like spiders and stuff, snakes. But they were also kind of funny. I have to admit that. But yeah, and then there's Hill House, which is the actual haunted house that the ghost boy actually haunts. Now, when he and his family actually basically, I think, moved in after or before this, like, fisherman, I think, moved in with his family. Oh, no, it was. Oh, yeah, now I remember. Sorry, I was just trying to remember because I haven't read this book in a long time. So basically, the Craw, or Caw, kind of a funny last name, kind of weird too, but after the Caw family actually moves into Hill House, after the sorcerer has died, I mean, before the Caw family moved in, this, like, fisherman, not sorcerer, fisherman, mysteriously went missing, and then he came back to the house as a ghost right after the Caw family moved in. His wife also, I think, just died in the house, and it mentioned in the book that you could, like, hear her, like, I think, like, crying, like, for help or something, or like, where are you? Where's my husband? I don't remember. Something like that, or something not. Whatever. And I thought that was a great setup. A great, great setup. This book instantly reminds me of Welcome to Dead House, which is the first book in the original series that I have a review for on my channel in case you want to check that out if you haven't yet. But these two books definitely link together because they're both haunted house type books. Welcome to Dead House is, though, more of a, Welcome to Dead House is also like kind of a haunted town type story, not just haunted house type story, but this one is just full on haunted house story. And also, this is in a hardcover library binding edition. As you can see, the pages are like very, very kind of like dirty and messed up. I tried to fix the corners with tape, but yeah, just it looks like crayon marks. The bottom looks much worse, the bottom of the pages, but they are yellow. There's the front too, but the covers stay together just fine. You could see actually down here I had to put a bunch of glue because that was like completely just destroyed down here, so that's why I had to put all that actual hot glue, which, yeah, usually I do use hot glue quite often on my Goosebumps books to fix them. Mostly hardcover books, though, not paperbacks. You can also see some tape right here that I used to try to fix up the corners. It's also Scotch A45 book tape that I talk about, that I did talk about kind of often on my channel in a couple of videos a little while ago that I put up, but yeah, so that's what that tape is for. But where was I? Yeah, the main plot. Trying to find out where I am. The main plot. I kind of got lost a little bit just talking about, you know, the tape and stuff. But basically, this house, Hill House. Well, no, not that. Well, the sorcerer, not the sorcerer, my gosh, I'm so sorry about all this, but the fisherman, yeah, comes back as a ghost, and he gets upset at Andrew and just takes off his head, just like that. I don't remember why he exactly got upset at Andrew, but he just took off Andrew's head and just beheaded him. Just kind of gruesome. That was the most disturbing part in this whole book that I felt was really chilling, honestly. And then Andrew died and turned into a ghost too, and his family did too, I think. And Andrew was a mean-spirited boy. He was just like so mean, at least what he was mentioned in the book. And ever since he died and turned into a ghost, he just searched the house on and on for years and years looking for his head. Well, at least is what the rumor is said in the book, by like the tour guides, and the leader of the tour guide, I think his name is Otto. And basically, Dwayne and Stephanie have taken the same tour several times, and they're going to take it again because today they finally want to search for the boy's missing head in Hill House. So that's what they do. They go to the tour, and then they sneak off away from the tour. And they don't get caught by Otto, which is actually what happens in the TV episode of this book. I have watched a TV episode of this book, and I thought it was actually good. And there's one scene where Otto actually catches both Dwayne and Stephanie hiding in a closet, and then he forces them right out of the house. But that's not mentioned in the book, which is pretty interesting. Dwayne and Stephanie just barely got away without getting caught. But they continue with their plan anyway, searching from room to room to room to room, hallway to hallway, searching for that boy's missing head. Now, the one thing that irritated me the most about this book is that this book just has too many fake out scares. I mean, there's just so few real scares. I mean, all of them are literally just stupid fake out scares, which is kind of common in some other Goosebumps books, but this one honestly had the most frustrating fake out scares that I've ever read in a Goosebumps book before, which was just so frustrating. Probably more than the slow pacing, like in the second half of the book. Those fake out scares were just so much more frustrating. I know a lot of people, while they think this book is okay, which I think this book is generally an okay, kind of below average, below middle of the road book, I feel so frustrated by it, so disappointed by it, because it could have done so much more, but it just didn't. R.L. Stine just kind of dropped the ball here for this book, unfortunately. But anyways, as Dwayne and Stephanie keep searching and searching, they happen to stumble upon this strange boy named Seth, and he has a particular role in this book too, which I'm not going to spoil the twist ending, obviously, because this is another spoiler-free book review. But he agrees to help Dwayne and Stephanie search for the boy's head, and that's basically it. So he takes them from room to room. He takes them to different places where he thinks the head might be hidden. And after that, basically, leads to the main twist ending. Proceeds on to the main twist ending of this book, which, gosh, I found so disappointing. Now, this isn't a twist ending. Well, this I commit is not part of the main twist ending of this book, but the main headless ghost himself, Andrew Kaw himself, appears in the final 2 or 3 pages of the book, which I found so disappointing. I mean, why would you put the ghost, who is the main, antagonist of the whole book, on the very last 2 to 3 pages near the very end of the book? I mean, why? Just why? That frustrated me so much. Just made me lose it and just give up on even liking this book a ton. But yeah, it's just kind of a below average. That's basically all I have to talk about this book in this review for you guys. So when it comes to ranking Goosebumps The Headless Ghost on a 5-star basis, probably I'd rank it a 3, maybe 2.5 to 3 out of 5 stars. It just didn't do it for me, and it's so sad because I thought I genuinely loved this book, and I don't care to even pick up the original printing copy of this book, or the Brandon Dorman copy, reprint copy cover edition of this book. I just don't care. So I'm just gonna keep this as it is and just, you know, let it be. But anyways, that's my book review for The Headless Ghost for you guys today. So remember, comment down below, subscribe down below if you want to see any more Goosebumps book reviews from me. I'll see you again in the next videos. Take care.